You here, Raul? Oh, yes, you are. Okay, buddy.
Oh, it's you. You need something repaired or something?
You want to tag along?
Anything's better than staying here. Let's go.
He's got such a good perk. I never run him, though.
I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss.
There you go. Have some armor, buddy. Alright, we need to go to several locations. We need to go to Nellis, Novak, and Camp Forlorn Hope. So let's go to Nellis first, because that's honestly the closest. I might be able to begin a third one. His actually isn't that long. I just gotta talk to some people, as far as I know, from what I read. I've only done their quests. I've done boons like, I want to say 3 times. But I've only done like Raul's quest once, and Cass, I've done her quest like maybe twice. Lily's, I've never done her quest, like her little, she's the only one who doesn't actually have a actual quest.
Isn't that bomber a beauty? Thanks so much for making an old man's dreams come true. No, those aren't for outsiders to use. Leave them alone. Anything else you need? I've got work to do.
If we run, we might still catch...
I guess I gotta talk to him first.
Sure, boss. What do you want to know?
Well, who are you?
You forget about me already, boss? You sure you didn't take a blow to the head or something? My name is Raul Alfonso Tejada.
Why does your jumpsuit say Miguel?
Probably because it used to be Miguel's.
Let's see. How can I make the best use of your skills?
I'm not much use besides being a portable encyclopedia, really. I guess you could use me as a pack Brahmin. But my knees aren't so good anymore.
You must have some skills.
That's nice of you to say, boss. But I'm an old man. Not much use to anybody anymore. Time was. I was a pretty good shot with a pistol. I guess I'm still half decent. These old bones aren't much use in hand-to-hand fighting, though. I can also do maintenance work on your stuff. I don't have the supplies for a real repair job, but I can keep your gear working longer.
Lots of older people are still useful to their friends and communities.
Yeah, maybe you can introduce them to me, if we find them, because I've never met one.
Now, I think if I talk to Loyal now, we should...
That's a good thing to see, huh, boss?
What?
That Loyal guy.
Yep.
He's getting up there in years, but he still finds a way to make himself useful to his people. If you ask me, that's better than withering away all alone or holding on to some faded piece of glory from your past.
Loyal's using his years of knowledge to help his tribe. I think that's a noble goal.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
What's on your mind?
Old history, boss. I grew up in a place called Hidalgo Ranch, just outside Mexico City.
What the fuck?
Best behaved kid. I was quick with my hands.
What just happened?
With a pistol or a wrench. And I wasn't afraid to get into fights over it. I never killed anybody. But I had my share
That's
of
only
worries
happened
with the
once
police.
before, and I don't know
Most
what
of my
triggers
family
that.
kept me in line.
Huh.
This was before the war. We were far enough away from Mexico
Shit, I've
City
done,
when
like,
the bombs fell, and we missed the worst of
Probably
it.
recorded
But things got bad quick.
50 hours of content, and that's the first time that happens? In a while? What the fuck, Elgato, please. Sorry, I was talking during that. That was weird. I don't know what just happened. Alright, go on.
Just a few days after Mexico City was vaporized, refugees started pouring down the road to our ranch. We helped who we could, but there were so many. Eventually, my father started turning people away before we ran out of food. Things got violent. My father and I got our guns, and we drove them off.
What happened then?
About 24 men came back in the night after we'd gone to sleep. They set fire to the ranch house and barred the doors from the outside. My whole family was trapped inside. I smelt the smoke. And I got myself and my little sister Rafaela out through a window. But everyone else. My parents, my grandmother, my 2 brothers, and 2 of my sisters all died.
What happened then?
Rafaela and I ran. We were pursued by some of the men who attacked our home. But I was always a good shot. The ones who came after us, I killed. The rest, I left be. I had to take care of Rafaela, not throw my life away on revenge.
And you blame yourself for this?
Maybe. I don't know. All I know is that for all my skills with a pistol, I couldn't help them. Anyway, that was weighing on my mind. Thanks for letting me get it out in the open, boss.
So that's part 1 of his story. We still need to go talk to Ranger Andy at Novak and Corporal Sterling at Camp Forlorn Hope. Corporal Sterling would be at Camp McCarran? Yeah. But since I've done the 3-card bounty quest, he's at Camp Forlorn Hope. And I do apologize for that screen static shit. That hasn't happened in a very long time. That hasn't happened in like a year. Maybe not a year, but it hasn't happened in a while. That was really weird. It should be in this one. It's either this one or the middle one. Yeah, it's the middle one. Oh, I didn't know the far left one was blocked off. Ranger Andy's a pretty interesting character.
Hey, welcome.
Kind of. Really, asshole? Hey, welcome. Let me go to fuck to sleep.
This crouch walking is hell on my back, boss.
I want that. Uh-oh. Wait, I don't even need it. I have maxed out medicine. What am I doing? I just realized that. Fuck.
We haven't met yet. You must be new in town. I'm Andy.
Well, what do you do here?
Right now, a whole lot of sitting on my keister and counting cracks in the ceiling. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. On better days, I help keep the peace. Boone and Vargas watch the road. I watch the town. Tell myself I'm doing some good.
You're with the NCR, right?
Was with them. That was back when my arm and leg used to work better. I still like to pretend I'm a ranger, though. I'll check in with the guys up at the station pretty regularly on the ham radio. Sometimes they stop by, tell me they're paying their respects, the smug bastards. They haven't been responding to me last couple days. I guess they got tired of hearing me talk, but it still got me a little worried. Hell, listen to me talk, like some damn mother hen.
Well, I could go check it out for you if it'd make you feel better.
No. They're gonna think I'm having trouble letting go. They're good soldiers. I don't give them enough credit.
All right, well, tell me, what'd you do to your leg?
Yeah, twice. Actually, the first time, it was more like half my body. Knocked me out of the Rangers. This time, it's mostly just reminded me how useless I've gotten.
Well, what happened?
A few years back, we get a tip that some Legion slavers were holed up in this burnt-out house a few clicks from where we were stationed. We get there and it's deserted. No sign anyone's been there. I mean, nothing. As we're leaving, I hear something behind me. I turn around and there's this kid, just skin and bone, and he's looking up at us and he's scared half to death. Been hiding in a closet.
What'd you do?
I go to grab him out of there and I notice he's holding something in his hand. Something metal. He shuts himself back in the closet and that's when I see the grenade he's left by my feet. They do it a lot, the Legion, using kids. They know we'll hesitate. Anyway, that was the first time. Second time, I fell down those stairs in front of the motel. Just in case I got to thinking I'd put it all behind me.
God damn it. Well, your body is injured, but not your mind. You're kidding yourself if you think you're useless.
People don't exactly line up to find out what's in my head. Can't remember the last time someone suggested I knew something worth knowing. You know, maybe there's something I can do for you. Since you've gone to all the trouble of flattering a crippled old soldier, there's a move we have in the Rangers for knocking an opponent off his feet. Saved my butt a bunch of times, maybe it will for you too. Let me show you how it's done.
You've learned the Ranger Takedown special move. To use this technique, initiate a power attack while moving backwards. You'll drop your opponent to the ground. Why did my... Oh, well, I guess he was teaching me the move.
You really enjoy dragging me into situations where I get shot at, don't you, boss?
I guess I haven't triggered it yet. Okay. Game? Let's try this. What the fuck? That was weird.
Hey, welcome.
What? I can't talk to him. What the fuck, game? Oh my god, don't do this to me. Oh, this fucking game. Why do you... Why?
Hey, boss. Can I ask you something?
Sure.
What do you think of guys like Ranger Andy?
Well, I think he's a hero of the NCR.
That wasn't what I meant, really. I mean, guys who have a world of experience doing what they do, but have to give it up because they're getting old and slow or too injured.
Yeah, just because someone's crippled doesn't mean they're useless. All that experience is invaluable.
Yeah, I suppose you could still teach. Take a less active role in the world. That's not so bad.
Is that what you did?
Would it surprise you to know that I used to be a gunslinging adventurer? After the fire, I knew my sister and I couldn't stay at Hidalgo Ranch anymore. The refugees still wanted me dead. They even put a bounty on me. I remember how scared Rafaela was. I told her if she came with me, we'd see the vaqueros. She used to love the rodeo, especially the trick rider. We figured maybe we could find help in Mexico City. We were young. We didn't know what had happened, really. We didn't understand about the bombs.
Well, wasn't Mexico City basically annihilated in the Great War?
I don't think it was as hard hit as D.C. or Bakersfield, but it was bad enough. By the time we got there, the city was a radioactive ruin. Still, the city was full of looters, already forming into the beginnings of raider tribes. Crime was bad before the war, but now it was a nightmare. We were living like scavengers, scraping by on what little food we could find, always looking for medicine for my burns. And then, of course, the radiation started to kick in, turning me into this handsome devil you see before you.
Well, that sounds pretty bad.
You're a poet of understatement, boss. But there were moments it was almost worth it. I still remember finding that novelty costume shop. I was just looking around for something I could slice up to wrap my burns when I saw the vaquero outfit hanging on the rack, like it hadn't been touched. I took it, not like anybody else needed it, you know? And wore it back to our camp. Rafaela laughed. For the first time since the bombs had fallen.
Wasn't it dangerous to be dressed so, noticeably?
It was. I started to build up a legend. Sometimes it headed off trouble, but most of the times it just started more. Young punks looking to prove themselves would come looking for me, but my eyes were sharp and my guns were quick. For a while, it seemed like we might even survive there, until Rafaela.
Go on.
She went out to find some food one day. I was sick, so I stayed at our camp. I guess it must have been the beginning of radiation poisoning. Anyway, it was supposed to be safe, but some raiders happened to pass through where she was scavenging. I won't speak of what they did to her. When I found her body, the only way to recognize her was this funny little scar on her knee from when she was a little girl.
Jesus. That sucks. That's terrible, Raul.
Terrible doesn't begin to cover it, boss. I let my whole family down. First the ranch, now Rafaela. I was the last Tejada. I guess maybe I went a little crazy then. I took my guns and went back to that market. I didn't have many bullets, but I had enough. After the raiders were dead, I salvaged what I could from the store. I was tired. I just wanted to be alone forever.
So what'd you do?
I left Mexico City behind. I made my way out to the Gulf Coast. Eventually, I found an old Petro Chico refinery nobody had claimed. I stayed there for a little while, and I thought a lot about my life. I thought about the guns I'd lived by and what they'd gotten me. I decided my guns hadn't gotten me anything, and it was time to give it up. I took off the old vaquero outfit and put on a Petro Chico jumpsuit. The name tag said Miguel, so I started using the name myself. Eventually, I made it to Arizona. That's another story, boss.
Damn, dude. Alright, now we need to go to Camp Fuller and hope it should be right here. Corporal Sterling should be in, like, the command tent with Major Palatley. He should be. Oops. God damn, I need to get another table. I don't see him. Oh, yeah, there he is.
Howdy. Name's Sterling, 1st Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
Will you remember everyone that passed through here?
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such too. Comes with practice, that's all, and a lot of scouting from place to place.
Interesting rifle you have there. Lever action, right?
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different, so long as I could hit my targets.
Have you always been with the 1st?
Used to be a ranger, one of the first they sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas
Damn.
always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
Why'd you leave?
Well, that wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
How'd you manage to escape?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. Guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
Well, how long have you been stationed here?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Can't talk about the details. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye on the fiends. We've had more than our share of trouble from their direction. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me. Of course, that's just guesswork. But I'd still bet a few caps he's stirring up the locals against us.
Alright, see ya.
Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe.
That should trigger
Got a
his next
second
story.
to talk, boss?
Yep. Yeah, what's up?
Meeting Corporal Sterling. Well, it kind of got me thinking. Here's a guy that's been beat all to hell, right? I mean, he could have retired from the service, but instead he signs back on and does what he can. You think he did the right thing?
Yeah, I think it's good that he's so devoted to his duty. More people should act that way.
You think so, boss? Because I remember a time when a lot of people stuck to their duty no matter what. It ended with nuclear bombs falling on my hometown.
Talking about the Great War. What do you remember?
I left everything when I left Mexico. My home, my family, my name, even my face. I know it's surprising, boss, but I wasn't always this handsome. As far as the world knows, I was Miguel. and I was okay with that. I headed north for a while, and ended up in Tucson. Not Tucson, by the way. Things were good there. Well, maybe not good, but better than Mexico City anyway. I found myself a little shack, started fixing things.
Fixing things?
Well, sure, boss. I was always good at fixing things. Some I fixed for the town, some I fixed for other people, some I fixed just for the hell of it. It's a better way to use your hands than killing. And even then, I wasn't getting any younger or faster. I lived there for a long time, kept to myself, didn't get into any fights. Hell, the only reason I even kept my guns oiled was professional pride.
Well, why aren't you still there?
Getting there, boss. I'd been in Tucson. The locals can call it Tucson all they want, but it's Tucson, damn it. About 75 years when she showed up. Prettiest thing you ever saw, boss. Maybe it was just a trick of my senile brain, but I swear she looked just like my Rafaela. Her name was Claudia. She ended up taking work at one of the brothels in town. I never went to her, of course. How could I? But I looked after her in my own way.
What happened?
This was a long time ago, before Caesar's Legion pacified Arizona and brought the raider tribes to heel. A tribe came into Tucson one day. More a gang, really. Dirty Dave and his 6 brothers. They were looking for bullets, and I sold some to them. I figured if I did that, they'd leave town before they tore it up too much.
But they didn't.
No, boss. No, they didn't. As I was saying, I hoped they'd leave the town in peace. Instead, they decided to stop at Claudia's brothel to take the edge off. I don't know which one of them got rowdy first, but by the time I heard the screams and got my guns, it was too late. They shot up the brothel, killed 4 girls, and taken Claudia for their sport.
Did you save her?
I went after Dave and his brothers. They had a head start, but they slept nights. I didn't. Took me 3 days to catch up to them. Claudia was dead when I got there. They put a bullet in each of her eyes. I couldn't do anything except avenge her, just like Rafaela. I charged into the middle of their camp and started firing. 2 of them were dead before they knew I was there. The other 5, though, they shot the shit out of me. I would have died, I think, if I wasn't so full of rage.
How'd you survive?
By being a meaner old cuss than the rest of them, boss. I wanted to keep living until they weren't. So I just kept shooting until they were all dead. I was in pretty bad shape in the end, though. I don't know how long I laid there, with the sun baking me and the buzzards chomping at me. Eventually, I got the strength to start moving. Some long time after that, I managed to drag my carcass back to town.
What happened then?
When I recovered, more or less anyways, I left Tucson and headed west. I ran into Tabitha at Black Mountain, and well, the rest you know. I swore I was done with the gunslinging life. I was too old, too slow, and too beat up to protect anyone anymore. I thought I was done forever, but after traveling with you, I realized I've always had my doubts.
Doubts? About what?
About whether I'm really too old to keep living the life of a gunslinger after all. And after seeing what you go through, boss, I think I am. From now on, I'll let you deal with the fighting and stick to keeping your gear working. I don't want to slow you down more than I already do.
That's not true, Raul. You're great with a pistol.
You think so? Well, you're the boss. Okay, I'll give it a try. But if I get killed, and if there's an afterlife, I'll haunt your ass.
Raul has gained the old Vaquero perk, which increases the rate of fire with his rate of fire with revolvers and lever action firearms by 33%. Ah! He gets the fucking outfit. I've never seen this outfit before. Like, in-game. That looks so goofy, I love it. Okay.
I can't believe we were allowed inside the Lucky 38. That place has been a legend since before the war. Good call. I mean, if that's what you really want, boss. Hey, as long as you're not asking me to go back to Black Mountain, I'm a happy old man.
Alright. Oh. There's one last thing I wanted to do before I finished recording, but I can't find the location. Okay, let's see here. Whoops. Don't know how that happened. Let's see. It's one of these locations, I'm pretty sure. Where is it? Pretty sure. Might be over here. I'm looking for... I don't think I'm gonna find it. Where is it? I'm checking the wiki to find where this power armor is. It is directly east of this, so I'm pretty sure this location's over here. Okay. I don't think it's down here. Yeah, it's not. It's gotta be like right here. Yep, here it is. So it's over here. Okay. So it's down here. Alright, cool. There's a set of power armor that's covered by... well, surrounded by death claws. And I wanted to pick it up, because I always pick it up in my playthroughs. And I haven't gotten around to doing it in this one. The fuck? Oh shit. Oh, I'm getting assassinated. Shit. No bueno. Quick scope. Nice. Mulligan. Okay. No quick scopes. Just shoot him in the face. Not you. Not you. You. God damn, dude. These guys are tough. Oh, fuck. You better run. Oops, wrong button. Where'd you go? I wasn't done killing you.